New year, new intro. Thank you for watching.
Welcome to the One Star Week Foot Show. Welcome to the One Star Week Foot Show.
Hello.
We got player reviews and we got much more.
We do.
We got player reviews and we got much more.
And
I review players all the time, dog. Everyone is fire like a Yule log.
Fire.
We trying to get some views like a blind man.
I can't see.
Shout out to my subs, they are gang.
Hello. Welcome to the One Star Weak Foot Show. I'm going to be your host today, One Star Weak Foot, and I am eternally grateful to all of my subscribers and everybody else that's watching this video right now. Today, you guys are going to get 2 for the price of 1 yet again. And last time we did it, we had the Dutch theme going on. Now, we got the Spanish theme going on. We're going to be reviewing icon swaps Hierro and icon swaps Raul. All right, so when you look at these cards, first we're going to start off with Hierro. He does look like a very solid defender, and at 6 icon swaps, you might be wondering at home, is he worth it? I mean, let's look at his card. So he's 6'2". He has a medium-high work rates. He has 3-star weak foot, 2-star skill moves. I played 5 games in Rivals. I know it says 6 there, but one of the games I had to quit out at the beginning of the game because something came up. So we have 5 games of Division Rivals gameplay to get into with this Hierro card. 0 goals, 0 assists. And before we go any further, if you're new to the channel, please hit your boy with a subscribe. And if you're not new to the channel and you're enjoying the content, please hit the like button down below. I appreciate all you guys once again for watching. So let's look at this in-game stats. What makes this card an interesting card to do for the icon swap? So first off, we're going to adjust his pace. 75 pace looks decent, okay? It's not anything amazing, but it shouldn't be a liability. Passing wise, he does look like he has some nice stats. 86 long passing, 65 vision. This guy could be a nice deep line playmaker if that's how you like to play. His dribbling stats are very good. 80 balance on a defender is unheard of. He has 78 composure, which may let him down. Who knows? However, he does have 75 ball control, 84 reactions, which are solid stats to have. His defending stats are very nice. I mean, 87 defending is more or less what you want out of a center back. And his physical stats, even though it only says 82, he does have important stats here with 85 strength, 92 jumping. His stamina at 78 isn't the best, but he's a center back. I don't think he's gonna let him down. Now let's look at this Raul card. So he's 5'11". He has a high medium work rates. 4-star combination. You got to remember though, he is a left-footed card. Once again, we've played 5 games in Rivals with him. I got 2 goals and 2 assists. And when you look at his in-game stats, he has some really nice stats and some really questionable stats here. Okay, so pace-wise, 86 pace looks solid. Shouldn't be really anything too crazy in game though. His shooting stats are very nice. 88 finishing, 90 attack positioning, and you guys got to remember he has the finesse shot trait with the 86 long shot. So that's probably going to be very nice in game if you get in position. 78 passing is not too shabby for a striker. 89 vision, 86 short passing is probably exactly what you want if you like to link up play with your striker. His dribbling stats, I mean, you can't complain with that at all. I mean, 89 agility, 90 balance, 86 dribbling, 88 composure. There's no real bad stat here. The only thing that worries me is that I have used this Raul card last year. I used the Prime Raul card for a long time. And even though he felt decent on the ball, he didn't really feel that nice, if that makes any sense. His physical stats are decent. I mean, 87 jumping is nice to have. I mean, I know heading is dead, but it is nice to have somebody you could lob the ball up to if you want to retain possession that way. His 85 stamina is very nice at the striker position. 74 strength is not too shabby. 48 aggression is pretty low, but once again, we're probably not going to be using him in the way that his aggression is going to let him down. So, without further ado, I'm going to take you guys over to the studios, to our review specialist, One Star Weak Foot. Take it away. Thanks, One Star. So, are you guys paying me overtime for this episode? Because we're reviewing 2 icons. We're going to start off with this Hierro card. Is he worth the 6 icon swaps? And in short, I would say absolutely, all right? We're going to break down the stats, though, so you know his pros, his cons, everything like that. So, 75 pace, how does it feel in game? And I think he feels very decent in game, all right? He's not quick. You do probably need to pair him with a quicker center back, somebody like a Militao, like a Diego Carlos, road to the finals. Somebody with 80 plus pace, I think would be ideal to pair with this guy. However, his pace is not too shabby, and over long distances, he will catch up with the attacker. There were some times where I felt like he got burnt by the Mbappes and the Neymars of the world. However, it's not a liability whatsoever. Overall, I gotta give his pace a 7 out of 10. I think at this stage of the game, it's solid. I just think in a few months when more pacey cards arrive, he might get left behind in that power creep. Next, we're gonna talk about his passing. Because one of the things that might attract you to this card is his passing. And in game, he was very, very good at passing the ball. This guy felt like prime David Luiz. I mean, shout out to the flashback Luiz they dropped today. But he felt like prime David Luiz as far as dinking balls out of the back. If you like to counter and send long balls with your center backs, you're really going to enjoy this card. He's a very, very nice card as far as playmaking out of the back. And overall, I got to give his passing an 8.5 out of 10. Next, we're going to talk about his dribbling. And it was actually pretty surprising because in game, this guy's player model is huge. He's 6'2". He's tanky. He got a lot of stock to him, if you know what I mean. But his 70 agility, 80 balance is definitely noticeable, especially when he's on the ball. I was able to playmake with him with ease, and I was very, very surprised at that. His composure is 78. I actually didn't really notice giving him any issues at all. And I do think his agility and balance really did help him as far as jockeying goes. He felt very nice as far as jockeying, and it will really help him with defending the more agile players on this game. Because like I said, he's stocky, but he doesn't really feel so heavy and clunky. Somebody like somebody like a Nesta or a Campbell would, just because of his agility and balance. And overall, I gotta give his dribbling an 8 out of 10. It was very, very good. Next, we're going to talk about his defending and physical, and honestly, this guy did not put a foot wrong for me at all. This guy's stand tackle was insane. I mean, he has 85 strength, 88 stand tackle, so you know that stand tackle is going to feel clean. On top of that, because he's stocky, he has that big body type, he feels very powerful going into a challenge. I really, really enjoyed that. His breakup play was immense. I mean, his defensive positioning was always very good, and he was very, very good at making those last-ditch tackles. That's credits to his AI. His defensive AI is very, very solid. Overall, I gotta give his defending a 9 out of 10. I mean, I can't really see what his weakness is here whatsoever. And as far as his physical goes, I mean, like I said, he's very, very nice. He has that 85 strength. He has that stocky body type. He's going to feel very, very nice going into the challenge. His jumping at 92 is just another added bonus. As far as corners goes, he's very, very good at clearing the ball. And on offensive corners, I'm sure he will be a good target to aim for. And overall, I got to give his physical a 9 out of 10. Alright guys, so what do I think about this Hierro card? I think he feels like an upgraded version of Sergio Ramos. So if you are a fan of Sergio Ramos, you will like this Hierro card. And the reason why I think he's an upgrade on Ramos is because he's a little bit quicker in game. His defending stats are very similar, but what makes him better than Ramos in my opinion is just his body type, his stock. He feels much more powerful going into a challenge, and he does have good agility, good balance, good passing, just like Sergio Ramos does. He has better links, obviously, because he is an icon. So I do think if you're a fan of Sergio Ramos, you will be a fan of this Hierro card. Overall, I give him an 8.75 out of 10. He's a very, very good card. I wouldn't say he's quite an elite card, and he may get left behind when the meta gets more powerful. However, at this stage of the game, 6 icon swaps I think is a great value. Next, we're gonna move on to my boy Raul. How's he feel in game? Is he worth the 10 icon swaps? And in my opinion, I think he's not a bad value, but I don't think he's suited to the meta 100%, and I wouldn't personally do it myself. We're going to break down the stats though. So 86 pace, how does it feel in game? And I think it feels decent. He definitely has enough to beat the defensive line here or there, but he doesn't have the pace to really consistently beat the defensive line, and it really bothered me in that regard. He does feel plodding at times because he does have kind of a biggish body type. He does have a little bit of stock to him. So overall, I got to give his pace a 7.5 out of 10. It's decent, but nothing more than that. Next, we're going to talk about shooting. How did it feel in game? I mean, the number one thing that stood out about him was his attack positioning, all right? He was always in the right place at the right time. In the box, it always felt like he was open. He was always making dangerous runs, and I really, really enjoyed that. His finishing at 88 was very, very nice. One thing that really stood out about this card is his finesse shot. I only scored one, but that one finesse shot I scored was an absolute beauty. I mean, I had to watch the replay. I felt bad for my opponent, but his finesse shot is really, really nice because he has the finesse shot trait, because he has good finishing and good long shots. If you get him in the right position to finesse with his left foot, consider it a goal. It was very, very nice. His shot power 84 is nothing too crazy, but it doesn't really let him down. And his finishing in the box is going to be reliable. Overall, I got to give his shooting a 9 out of 10. Obviously, at the striker position, he's going to be very clinical, but he's not going to have that next level shot that's going to really win you games, if you know what I mean. Next, we're going to talk about his passing. And in my opinion, his passing was very, very nice. 89 vision, 86 short passing is pretty much all you need at the striker position. Your striker is most likely not going to be pinging long balls. So his 61 long passing, I don't think is going to be a con at all. So I think his passing, his link of play was very, very nice. He's very similar to somebody like Benzema in that regard, where you can pass the ball to him. But at the same time, the opponent has to respect his passing ability. It's a nice thing to have. Overall, I got to give his passing an 8 out of 10. Next, we're going to talk about his dribbling, because his dribbling stats on paper look amazing. I mean, there is no weakness there. Everything is in the high 80s or the low 90s. And in game, it didn't really translate, all right? It's very disappointing. But this is the second straight year I've used a Raul card that just didn't feel quite as good on the ball as he should, based on the stats. I think it's just due to his body type. He's very wide. He does have a little bit of stock to him. He's almost 6 foot tall, so he doesn't feel that good as far as turning goes. He is a bit slow to turn at times. And this is a disclaimer because I did play him in delayed gameplay, so I mean that might contribute to it, but I mean, you do need somebody that's going to play good in delayed gameplay, being that delayed gameplay is always present in FIFA. So, in delayed gameplay, this guy felt kind of clunky to turn, and it was disappointing. However, he's very similar to Figo in the sense that they're not the quickest turners when they're on the ball. However, you can tell that they're very good dribblers of the ball because they keep the ball very close to their body. They seem kind of sticky, to quote Run the Fun Market, in certain situations. However, somebody like Raul, I wouldn't really trust in the tight areas in the box where he has to wiggle his way through defenders. He's not going to be good at that. Overall, I got to give his defending an 8 out of 10. I mean, he does keep the ball very close to his body. He does have a very nice control of the ball, but he does let you down in some regards, and I do got to give him negative marks for that. Finally, we will be talking about his physical. And in game, I think his physical is pretty solid. 85 stamina will last him all game and then some. And then 87 jumping, I think is very nice. He does have the aerial ability. Heading is dead, so that is a bit negated, but it is nice to have somebody that you can lob the ball to in a moment's notice. His 74 strength did help him in terms of shielding the ball for a quick second because he does have a stocky body. However, he doesn't have enough strength to shield the ball for too long, so I wouldn't do that. His 48 aggression might have something to do with that. Overall, his physical has to be a 7 out of 10. All right, guys, so what would I rate Raul out of 10? I think he's a very, very tidy player, okay? His finishing is clinical. He does have good playmaking ability. His dribbling did, unfortunately, let me down at times, and his pace, I wish, was a little bit higher because there were so many through balls I was trying to send through to him where if he had enough pace to get to it, he would have had a really good opportunity to score. And he just let me down over and over and over again when it came to his chasing those through balls. So if you do like to play quick, if you do like to get in behind with your striker, he will let you down. If you like to dribble with your striker, he will let you down at times, and that's why I have to give him an 8 out of 10. He's a very nice striker. However, due to the fact that he does have those weaknesses, he doesn't suit the meta 100%. Is he worth the 10 icon swaps? I mean, that's up to you. Do you think he's gonna fit your playstyle based on what I said? I mean, for most people that do play the meta, I would say no. So I would look elsewhere with the 10 icon swaps, but that's just me. All right, guys, so that's going to be my double review. Hopefully you guys at home enjoyed it. Once again, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. But until then.